This episode of the Craze and Less is brought to you by
Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, Issue 3 is now on Kickstarter. Eager Raven, a half-unicorn, half-human princess, is forced from her enchanted kingdom of Edenron into one of the outer kingdoms of men. Eager Raven is unsure how she can help her people, but a chance encounter with a noblewoman and her unusual lady-in-waiting reveals a path more treacherous than fighting the Dragon Lords themselves. Please check out Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn on Kickstarter today.
previously on the Craze and Less. Plus 1170 equals. So that's, you're already in the hole there for $2,238.80. Now, welcome to the Craze and Less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under. And if I don't, work in progress. I'm a work in progress. What can I say? So, all right. So I'm having problems with this ear. I don't know what it is. So previously, we had a couple of episodes where we talked about the cost of leading up to a Comic Con in Artist Alley. Now, we're going to find out how to make that money back. That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. All right, so this is going to be broken down into a couple of segments because I can't do it in 10 minutes or less. So, just for you, I have 10 things that you need to do before you get to the show. Now, we talked about the expenses. Now, this is the work stuff, right? So, let's talk about it. So, I got 10 things. You're like, damn, Sam, you gave us list after list after list. You emptied my pockets. I'm broke. Yeah, now it's time to make some money. But just because you got all of the stuff, the banners, the tables, you know, the book printing, the stickers, all that stuff doesn't mean the work stops. And why do you ask? I'm glad you asked. So first of all, you're going to be at a convention. One of the biggest things that you need, the most important thing that you should be cultivating the moment you decide to be an independent is an email list. Without that email list, you're walking in the dark. You're like, hello? Hello? You don't want to be in the dark, son? Turn on the spotlight. Turn on the spotlight. So you want to have an email list. You have to be able to cultivate something to start building a fan base so that people are aware of your whereabouts, where you're going to be. What you going to do today. So you need that email list because you want to send an email blast. You want to have a newsletter. You need to do those things each month. I don't know what's going on in my ear. Each month, right? To let people know. So you have that. So I'm scratching that off my list, right? So I have a bonus thing that's number 10, and it's going to cost. Well, we'll see. It might not cost at all. But one of the biggest things that indie fans love are exclusives. Yeah, exclusives. So, I seen Hector Rodriguez did this pretty well. He was going to do a convention. I forgot the name of the convention. And he had an exclusive print just for that convention. Right? So, you can do an exclusive cover for that Comic Con or a print. Something that is only going to be available to the attendees at that event. Right? Now, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Test it. Create an image, put it on social media, test it, get feedback. See if there's a demand for it. People like it. You know, what are their opinions about it? Is it worth it? Or do you need to do another piece? Whatever you do, you always want to test the waters. Because you're stuck with it, because now you got to print it. Right? So have that exclusive, and don't go breaking the bank. You know, if you want to do an exclusive comic cover, make sure you incorporate that into the cost that we talked about early on when you're printing your books, right? If you're doing an exclusive print, make sure you do at least minimum 100. It's going to cost you about $50, but yeah, that does cost. But an exclusive always works in the right setting. Again, it's the right setting. You need to make sure you're treating that appearance like a concert. Promote, 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 promote. This is where you have to put your marketing cap on. You need to promote ahead of time on social media. Now, here's the kicker. Not only on social media platforms, and I'm going back and forth on my list, but you want to find the platforms where the comic fans are, the indie comic fans are, not the indie comic creators. Because there's a lot of communities for creators. But you need to go where the locals are talking. You need to find those platforms and engage with them, because they're the ones that are going to spend the money, not your peers, right? It's the ones that are going to the conventions, because your peers are going to be at the convention too. And, you know, everyone's competing for that dollar, right? So you need to find those platforms where that audience is there talking about that last convention they went to, some of the things that they bought, what indie titles they liked, all that stuff. And you need to start engaging and building authentic, genuine relations on those platforms and try to reel them in, right? Find out the convention if they have communities. So like EternaCon has a Facebook page, right? Go on there, tag EternaCon so it shows up on their page. See if any of the fans are talking about EternaCon on those platforms that they have, that they're hosting, and engage those fans, right? You want to do those things because you need to, again, you need as much ammo out there as possible to get the word out. Because again, independents, unless you're mainstream independent, those are the guys that are making the, you know, the $30, $40, $50, $100,000 on Kickstarter campaigns. Unless you're that, you need to do this, right? You want to get on at least 10 podcasts minimum, promoting the fact that you're going to be at that show. Get on as many podcasts, and you know, again, and that's a shot in the dark because a lot of podcasters are fickle, right? They're not good at answering, responding, broken promises, but you got to be relentless. You know, we have a 99% success rate on responding to everybody. I say 99% because there's a couple that, because everyone's hitting me up on so many different platforms, it's hard to keep up. So my next thing is, what's the other show? You need to contact me through email. But anyway, so get on as many podcasts as possible ahead of time, promoting the fact that you're going to be and where you're going to be, and talk about those incentives, that exclusive that you're going to have and all those things. Find out if there's another indie that's going to be there that you know, right? Try to do a cross promotion. You know, Johnny Syfax always is big on this, right? Jonathan Syfax. He always says, hey, let's do a deal with an indie where if they buy their book, they'll get, you know, 10% off on our book. And if they buy our book, they'll get 10% off that book. So, you know, there's a coupon that goes with the book. So that guy will give us a coupon for his table. Here, go over there. You get a discount, whatever it is. Here you go. So try to find out if you can do something like that to drive additional traffic, because that person might have people that are interested in that specific style of art, that title, whatever it is. And you might have a different audience, but you can intersect and capitalize off of each other's audience and hopefully build something. But again, coupons, you need to work out something in advance. This is in advance of the show, right? Here's something that is also a gamble, but it might be worth it. Independent creators. This is a good one. This is a nugget. This is the bonus. This is the, hey, I got something for you. Yeah. Anyway, reach out to the local comic dealers in that city, in that state, and see if they're willing to put bag stuffers. So postcards, create a postcard or a sticker or something, promoting your website, promoting your appearance in that city, in that state. This is an additional cost. But if you can get 2 or 3 of the retailers and say, yeah, we'll put it on our counter and we'll offer it up to everybody who shows up, or, put it in the bags or whatever book they buy. Now, there's another way of promoting the fact that you're going to be in that city, in that state, to an audience that doesn't even know who the hell you are. Like, who you is? I don't know you. What are you looking at me for? Go over there. Stop staring, right? So we talked about it, right? We said test your exclusive art on social media, promote it in advance to your followers, send out an email blast, promote it on the convention social platforms, ask community fans, not indie creators, what they would want to see from you. So let them see. Check out my website. Give me your opinion. Hey, I'm going over there with these books. What really gets you excited about indie creators? What do you like? What kind of swag? What floats your boat? Row, row, row your boat, right? So you want to just, doesn't mean that you're going to change up, but just test the waters. Go to the source. There's a reason why corporations and organizations use focus groups, because they're going to the market that they're trying to get to. They're going to the spending power, right? And they're getting feedback, and they're taking all of that information and they're coming up with their strategy. So why not you? You got to think yourself as a business, right? Come on. Hey, you, focus. So, right, we talked about that. We talked about get on 10 podcasts, reach out to comic book shops. We said that, cross-promote with an indie, and here's the other one. This is the most difficult of all. But if you can do this, it is critical to your success at that convention. Whew, this is critical. I'm telling you. But not all conventions comply. So this is where you have to work your charm. This is where you have to be appealing. You have to be funny. You have to be engaging. You have to kiss a little bit, right? Kiss the katush, right? So here it is. You ready? This is between you and me, right? You can't be sharing this with the world. If this leaks, I know who to go to. Call the convention promoter. Try to negotiate your location. Location at the event can make or break you. Look at the floor map. If you've been to that convention before, see where the traffic, how it navigates. See where the egresses, where the entrances are. See where the bathrooms are, where the food court is. Look at placement. Where is the most traffic? You don't want to be away from the traffic. You don't want to be somewhere in a corner, right? And this, again, is a shot in the dark because most convention promoters don't even want it. They just want your money and just say go. But this is where you have to be relentless. Offer them a gift package. Send them free copies. Whatever it is you got to do to make it happen, you got to make it happen. If not, what I can tell you, right? Luca Brazzi slips with the fishes. So those are the 10 things before you get to the con that's going to help you make money at the con. Next week, we're going to talk about making money at the con. Like, damn, we got to wait another week. See you next time. See you next week. Well, that's the topic of the day. I'm Sad the Crazy Man Vera. Don't forget, Daphne Lage only has a few hours left. She's close to that 5,000 mark. Click on Eagle Raven below. The link is in the summary. Pledge to Eagle Raven if you haven't done so already. Now, I need your help. I have 17 followers on the Kickstarter landing page and 8 followers on the Indiegogo. I want to make this one the biggest, the best ever for so many reasons. Number 1, I'm introducing a new artist, Prime Santra. Number 2, we have a variant cover by John Coates. Number 3, it's issue number 2, which is 32 pages, but also volume number 1 of the graphic novel of Forbidden. 4, cross promotion with Philip Russert on Tragedy. There's an incentive. If I get to 75 backers, you're going to get a special piece, digital print from me of a Tragedy Forbidden crossover that I did and is being colored by Philip's crew. Same thing on his end. So many exciting things for this campaign. I'd like to get to 100 backers. I need you to help me do it. With that said, if you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you have a comment, leave it below. Remember, there's so many other factors you have to consider. I didn't cover everything, but next week is going to be critical. It's bonus time. So, I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This is the Crazy 10 or Less. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment. See you soon. Peace.